All right, guys, welcome to our team talk tonight. It is a great topic that I think many people love to know about, and that is energy. I just mentioned, a second ago, again, apologize for my voice here. Uh, I'll be fine. Just have polyps on my vocal cords, so sometimes I lose my voice here. Uh, but I think that when we look at options for energy, there's many things to know, and that's where this is going to be a really helpful talk tonight. A couple things that I know many of us use here. So I'm going to go ahead and just start out here real quick by mentioning a couple dates here real fast. So I know some of us are actually doing our reset this week, and we do our 5-day reset every month, 5 days, and occasionally we throw in there a 7-day cleanse. But I'm very excited. I think it's a great way to help get us back on track. So this is our reset week, and we are really starting to promote to everybody. I want you to mark your calendars and start to mention this to anyone you think could interest. We have on March 23rd, Eli Bramer coming here to Zealand, who was a pentathlete. He'll be coming here actually to AV Wellness and offering some great information on tips to fuel your workouts and to really help with getting to the point of where I think many of us, even though he's an Olympian, he speaks to us all at a very, very good level. So I think you guys will love to hear from him. So mark your calendar for March 23rd. So, all right, guys. Well, we have a special guest joining us tonight. This is Mason's first time here ever participating in a team call. So I'm excited to have him here. And I'm going to go ahead and have him kind of just share real quick a little bit about himself and his story. So, all right, go for it, man.
Okay, so my name is Mason Biller. I'm 14 years old. I've been using Shaklee since I was a baby. Yeah, and so the Energy Chews, I've been using them since 4th grade. I used them for soccer and wrestling, but I currently use them for basketball and cross country. And they pretty much help you to stay alert, and they help wake you up and give you energy for your athletics. And next, we have the joint and muscle cream. And that, whenever you get sore muscles, you put that on your sore spot and you rub it in. And that helps to take away the pain. And recently, I hurt my back. And that night, I had basketball, so I used the cream on my back, and it took away the pain at basketball, and I haven't felt my back since. And lastly, the Build Plus. I pretty much use that after every time I work out, anytime I ever do any athletics, and it helps to make your muscles recover.
Perfect. Thanks, buddy. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. You guys have any questions for Mason here? Since I have no voice, you guys should maybe make him talk more. And you're all muted, so if you do have anything, feel free to unmute it there, guys.
I just have a question about that Build Plus. Who would use that? I mean, like sports, as adults, or if we don't, use weights, do we don't need it then, or what is the best thing for adults?
That's a great question, Colin. No, definitely. Adults too, adults, kids, anybody that, even if you got an injury or you had surgery to help with recover, it's perfect for actually all ages. But particularly for somebody like Mason here and his age, he's burning a lot more calories. His metabolism is so high. The Build Plus is a little bit higher in calories. So really like that for him. And he loves it. So he mixes it with a meal shake and does that pretty much every day. So, yeah. Good. Any other questions for Mason, guys?
Did we talk about the hydrate? Does he use hydrate?
He does all the time. Say anything about that, buddy?
That just gives you energy. It's kind of like Gatorade, but better.
So during his workouts, he always puts that in his bottle. So, Right. Okay. Good. All right, guys. And Trenton wants you to know he uses it for wrestling. He's over here raising his hand. Thanks, Trenton. All right. Hey, guys. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for joining us. So, all right, guys. Well, talking a little bit more about energy. This post that you guys see here, this was one that I had just shared on my AV Wellness page the other day, and I just thought that this was a great thing to just kind of helping you to, yes, we use food to fuel our bodies, but oftentimes supplements can really make a big difference in helping to give that extra edge. So, this little picture here just gives you some ideas of using foods to best prepare before and after a workout. But when you can find options that have been clinically tested and proven to help you, it can only enhance your workouts. And again, tonight we're talking a little bit more about energy. And I know that there's a whole lot we can cover about energy. And one thing that I teach a lot of my clients and get people to think about is, even starting your day, every day, many of us do a great job of being in routine of, getting up and maybe, you read or you journal or you exercise. But it's really important that you do set some time every single day to figure out, kind of set your plan, and a lot of the things that, people tell you it's true, like trying to avoid using your phone first thing. Give yourself some time to just, mentally check in with yourself, because we're so busy that it's really important that we do find those times to again, get yourself prepared and think about what that does for your energy level, though. You wouldn't think that those are correlated, but they are 100%. The more you are mentally clear and aware, the more you are going to be able to put forth into everything you do all the time, including your workouts. So we're going to be talking here. Mason had mentioned, kind of one of the big things we wanted to talk about tonight are the energy chews. And these little guys are an excellent thing to keep on hand. Now, he talked about these, using them for workouts. These are an excellent thing for runners. They're very small, so you can fit them in your pocket. We have people that use these just even keep in their car for their mid-afternoon snack, like to have something as an energy boost. These are excellent for like a college kid before a test, or even a high school kid. And one thing that Mason did not mention that I know he tells me a lot is these help him be more alert. So when you need to focus, these are an excellent option. So what are in these little chews? So just in case you're wondering, 2 of these is actually a serving size. So 2 of these little guys would be the equivalent amount of about what's in a cup of coffee. So as far as caffeine wise, so there's 120 milligrams of caffeine in one of these, 2 of these chews, so 1 serving size. And when you look at a lot of the things in the marketplace today that revolve around energy, most of them are going to 100% be very unsafe, and they're not focused on giving you the balanced sources of things like B vitamins to naturally help fuel your body. So when you look at what's in these chews, it does have all your B vitamins. It does have the caffeine in there, but the caffeine is natural occurring from green tea. So green tea is an excellent way because it doesn't cause that major rush to your body like many of the things that are listed here, like your Red Bulls and your Monsters. Those are very popular products, and you can kind of see here, none of them are listed to have, natural things. It's focused on all added. And another thing that is a labeling misconception that you see in a lot of energy products is something herbal. Herbal is a big word on energy products because people think herbs mean safe. So always know that herbs do not necessarily mean it's safe. So herbs combined can have very bad contraindications in your body when they're mixed wrong. So we need to make sure that we're using things that, again, are completely tested and safe. So another thing that's in this, when I talked about being calm, L-theanine. L-theanine is an excellent way to help promote focus and being alert without creating that jittery effect. So again, B vitamins, to have all of the B vitamins that are in this product, all 8 of them are in this, along with, I said, the green tea, but 75% of the ingredients in here are organic. So you know that they are completely safe, and that means that they're meeting very high standards. The other thing you want to look for in a lot of your energy products is sugar. Sugar can oftentimes be actually the main thing that is the number 1 ingredient. So what does sugar do? It quickly raises your blood sugar and your glucose levels, but then you crash. So if you're doing any type of sustained activity, within about 15, 20 minutes, your energy is done. So we need to look at having sustained energy options, and that's what these little chews do. Now, I also wanted to know, because I know there's some of you on here that really like the Energize sticks And a lot of our athletes love these. So, there's chews and there's these little tiny sticks. The sticks are excellent because of the fact that they actually are a powder that you can quickly dump into a water bottle. Very small, does not have a lot of flavor, but the amount of caffeine that's in here is just under 150 milligrams. So again, it's similar to what's in a cup of coffee. But this actually is coming from coffee bean extracts. So it's similar to what's in coffee. It's natural occurring. But again, there's no calories in here, and there's not a lot of sugar to create that effect that's high and then low. So it's excellent to help giving you that little boost, but creating long-term energy. So again, so I love the sticks here. So I don't know if anybody wants to add anything here real fast. For some of you guys that maybe use one of these, would you like to mention anything or add any comments or ask any questions about either of those products real fast? Don't forget your... Yeah.
Yeah, Amanda, just a quick question. How is the sticks different than the Hydrate Plus?
The sticks are totally different.
Oh, they are. Okay. I thought they were kind of the same thing, but only in sticks.
You're thinking of the Hydrate, Carla? The Hydrate sticks?
Yes.
These are
right.
The
oh, okay. These are the, oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know you had these. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people
gotcha.
forget about these. So, and again, these are great too because there's hardly any flavor to them. So perfect to just mix in your water and be able to drink it. Generally before you work out is what both of these are used for. So yes, there is a Hydrate and a Hydrate Plus, but I knew for time constraints, we weren't going to get into a ton of that tonight, but I'm going to spend a whole nother call on those in Zoom because I feel like those are very big products that again, we can spend a whole lot of time on. But I also want to mention for these products, guys, for energy, think about even, we think about athletes, but, maybe people that work long hours that need something throughout their shift, or truck drivers. I have several of those that absolutely love to keep these with them when they have to drive the long shifts and need a little pick-me-up. When you're traveling, you're trying to drive through the night. That's another one. Whenever, you have to be on the road for a while. These are awesome because, again, they're not going to create that unsafe feeling where you're jittery or messes with your heart rate. It just gives you that even energy. People that are under a lot of stress, high stress jobs, B vitamins are excellent for helping to keep you more even, which helps to again create focus. So when you're stressed, B vitamins are depleted very fast. So even using these for sources of B vitamins, especially the chews, excellent. I mentioned exams. If you know any college kids, they do some late nights. You'd much rather have them using something like this versus going and grabbing, like we mentioned, the Red Bull or a 5-hour energy shot or something that, is going to create possibly long-term effects, not just short-term. So the other thing that Mason mentioned, I wanted to make sure I just really quickly highlighted is this joint and muscle pain cream. So we're going to be doing a lot of talking about sports products because of, again, Eli Bramer coming up here. And I love the fact that we have so many options. Now, this joint and muscle pain cream, this is topical. And he mentioned he had hurt his back. He'd been complaining for like 4 days, his back hurt. And before basketball, I was like, well, pull that out and just, rub it in your back and do that before you get to your game. And, it makes you feel really good when he came home and said, his back was 100% fine by the end of this game, and it hasn't bothered him since. And so using something like menthol, which is the main ingredient in this, that heated the area and then allowed that inflammation to be broken up and released, that is awesome. I have clients that use this for arthritis in their knees, and let's say you bumped into something and you're scared you're going to get a big bruise. If you rub this in, this stuff is, a lot of people are familiar with Icy Hot. And I have to say that this in particular, I feel like actually creates a longer term effect. And it helps to keep the inflammation away longer. So you can use this, pretty much on any age. So it's perfectly safe for kids. I even have clients that use this for sinus infections. They rub it on their forehead and under their eyes. Do not get this in your eyes. Just a little safety tip there. But it really does work for helping to create and break up inflammation. So love the joint and muscle pain cream. And the last thing he mentioned was Build Plus, which it's a banana flavored protein. And again, I'm not going to have much time to go into that because I'd like to spend a whole nother time on Build. But anytime when you are sore it makes it much harder to go back to your next workout, to be able to give it all you got. You know, a lot of us, we're busy. You know, we're moms, we have jobs, we have to keep going. And when you're sore and you hurt, it is not very much fun to go through your days like that. So when you can have things to help aid in recovery, I think that it's really important to know we have some natural options. So again, we'll spend some more time on that later. But all right, guys, any questions or any comments here? Because I know we try to stick to 20 minutes, and I want to just give you guys a couple minutes here before we're done here. So go for it, guys. Just make sure you unmute yourself if you have a question there. So you guys are quiet. Was that helpful? If you guys could understand me. Okay.
It was helpful for me.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jackie. Good to hear. Awesome.
I'm just not sure, like the Build Plus, if you feel like you're content with like the shakes as a meal replacement that you have before your workout in the morning, is Build Plus really necessity?
Great question, Jackie. It would be if you have like a higher intensity workout that you would use it after. So it's definitely not even close to the same characteristics as the meal replacement, what you're using with a Life Shake, but it will really help you to recover so much faster. Like if, you know, I know for you being an instructor, you know, I mean, some of those classes are pretty intense, especially doing a heavy workout, or maybe you do a race, you know, like you're training for an event. You know, Riverbank Run, I will not miss taking that Riverbank Run because I will not be sore if I do that Build Plus after I run. So, you know, it's definitely different uses than the Life Shake, if that makes sense.
All right. Yep.
So,
Thank
Hey,
you.
Amanda, can you hear me?
yeah.
Are you talking Build Plus though, or will we be okay with just the Build?
Yeah, Build or Build Plus. Yep, 100%.
Yeah, Jackie, the Build Plus is a lot higher calorie.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't need.
Yeah, I do the Build after like strength and power days, for sure. And then I'll usually have a shake like later in the day. But definitely I don't do the Build Plus because I don't need all that.
Right. And I think it depends, you know, like Sarah, you know, let's say that you were though training for a triathlon, for example. Like when you are in a major training mode, that is a lot of times you do need the extra calories. And that's why I think it's nice that there are two options. So yeah, good thing. To know. So
I don't do that right now.
right. It's all good. There's a lot going on.
Is Judy on here?
I do not see her, but I did record this, so feel free to share it with her if you would like.
No, well, she takes the Energized shot. Like she doesn't mix it. She just takes the powder.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And then she puts water in her mouth and down. She does it before zone. She does it before classes. She just opens it up and tips it back. And
That's some strong stuff. So
I know she's hardcore, man.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, and I do tell people too, you know, like the chews, for example, are lemon lime flavor. And some people are really like, oh, I don't like lemon lime. But you know what? With all of this stuff, do it because you know it's going to help you. I mean, it's a matter of just quickly taking it. It's not going to be something it's not your meal, right? I mean, it's just to help fuel you. And when it works, you'll be excited to take it. So it's worth giving it a try for sure. So, yeah. All right, good guys. Any other questions?
Well, and I will say too, I use the chews.
Yeah. Sarah, you still talking? Uh-oh.
Me?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were still going. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording here in a second.